I have an older video diving deep into my new realization about toxicity, but I'm gonna make this new one just to kind of summarize it and make it shorter, recap it, especially since the other videos probably not really gonna be in the algorithm. Basically, the way I view toxicity is when you look at the word toxic, the other synonyms would be infected. And so when you look at infection, you know that it's not the vector's fault to be infected. And so someone who is toxic has been infected by someone else's toxicity. And most people who are toxic are not the source of the toxicity. And so if you think about it like someone who is sick and they're coughing on everyone, they can make efforts to cover their mouth, but they can't necessarily just cut off the cough. They have to cough somewhere at some point. Some toxic people are reaching out for someone to help them heal, which people know that as healers of even physical illnesses, you're running the risk of, contamination. So with toxicity on a mental scale, people who are healers know what they're getting themselves into when they're dealing with someone who has so-called spiritual or emotional illness, because they're going to be like reaching out for help, knowing like, it's like get this off me type of thing. It's not necessarily pure evil where they're just like, I want you to be harmed. And it may seem that way, but some people want to see other people go through what they're going through because of the type of pain they're in, which to a certain extent, I don't really understand that myself, but I know that there's some source to that. There's some reason for that. But a lot of people aren't that way. A lot of people are simply either seeking help or they don't want help at all. But regardless, they're going to cough, so to speak.